Manjushri, but if you visualize I'm a Manjushri, why not? That's the wrong view. Yeah, then this is the not right. This is a misunderstanding. No. We never visualize that while I have this afflicting emotions. Okay, I have afflicting emotions. Thinking that way, you visualize Manjushri. That Manjushri is not pure Manjushri. Okay. So that's why very beginning of the Tantric practice, you can see everything dissolve into the emptiness. Everything dissolve into emptiness. So that time, starting the mandala, okay, so this is the sand mandala, you take this as an example in your heart to visualize that when you really meditate the mandala, not immediately visualize the mandala, very beginning, meditate on the emptiness first. Okay, emptiness. Okay. Well, now I think so the second the purity. Okay, second purification. First purification is we visualize ourselves as a divine being or the deity, Manjushri or compassion Buddha, whatever you are. The main practice, you visualize that. That means you yourselves the change to divine being. Okay. The second is now in environment. Actually, not really. Yeah, sometimes this also is really related. When you do the meditation, if you're thinking I'm doing meditation in my home, then the kitchen and the bedroom and the sitting room, all images will be there. The distractions are actually ready around of you to obscure you. Okay, so in the Tantric, actually, that's not enough. Okay, when you do meditation, according to the Tantric, environment, you must change to the mandala. You must change to the mandala. Otherwise, environment where you live, if you just think I'm meditation in my room, of course, all this will disturb you to take your attention. Okay, and then first one, if I'm just I'm the Yeshidoji, I'm just a sentient being. Yeah, then thinking that way, and then of course this delusions. It's like I'm just ordinary beings. Maybe I can do this, I cannot do that. That's like we make a space. We make a space to arise the delusions. Okay, so now is creating the mandala, and then when you visualize, very beginning, of course, dissolve into empty. So that time, maybe nowadays you have a lot of information you can find on the online, and then sometimes you can find the process of the dissolution. Okay, so that time, many different daily practice, you can find different way of the dissolution. Okay, so that's important. The dissolution practice. The dissolution practice actually relate with the meditate on the emptiness. Okay, so understand the emptiness, and then maybe sometimes stay maybe at least 10 minutes just without any external informations or whatever the things is actually not related with your meditation. So only maybe as much as you keep your mind at that moment like the mirror without any reflection. Okay, try to keep like that way. Okay. Then maybe the 10 minutes, yeah, then after that, then you just visualize maybe this is the moment. This is the moment I just prepare. Is the cause of the Dharmakaya. It's the Tantric practice is very important. It's the Dharmakaya, Sambhogakaya, and the Nirmanakaya. So these three kaya is actually the form of when we free from the samsara, when we achieve the absolute happiness, and then these three forms may arise. But this is starting now when we're doing the meditation. Okay, so when we practice the dissolution and then dissolve maybe environment, everything such as dissolve, then best example is like the mirror, clear the mirror without any reflections. Just it's difficult at first, but you can, okay? Yeah, then all actually the universe, you just meditate like that, we're completely just silent and quiet. Then, of course, you know, everything's actually interdependence. So interdependence and emptiness should be supporting to each other, okay? So everything's interdependence, and then within the emptiness, because the cause and the conditions are there, then whether we like or not, everything will arise. And then within the emptiness, and then we visualize the wind, the mandala. Wind mandala, that is kind of the ground of the mandala. Now we're preparing ground of the, like a container of the mandala, okay? So wind mandala is, we just create the visions. Our mind is like the half, the round shape, but the cutting side is your side, and the color looks like a little bit, the gray color with a little bit greenish, but the gray color, but so much is like how to say, moving like that. The front of you just visualize like that. Then after that, maybe if you have enough time, just visualize the first letter, okay? Letter, I think the English letter is fine, because the Tibetan, we just visualize the Tibetan syllable, then why not English, right? So maybe instead of yam, you just visualize the Y is fine, okay? Just letter Y. Letter Y is the gray color and the greenish color, and then gradually the letter yam just transform to the wind, we call the wind mandala, the front of you, okay, wind mandala. And then after that, then maybe a few seconds, you just stay like that way. And then gradually on the wind mandala, then it's akasa lungi kingo, then mei kingo. Then in Tibetan, we just visualize a letter, because mei kingo la kare ramra. Maybe you just, the F is okay. The F is the first syllable, first words of the fire, right? So letter F is maybe the orange color, but the blessings that, then that letter F, then the dissolve, the transform to the triangle, the fire, and the tips, I think, is your direction. Your side is the cutting part, okay? And then just stay some moment. Then after that, then in the Tibetan letter Bam, but in English, maybe the water is the W. You just visualize the blue W. Then after you're seeing this blue W, see it's a little bit clear. And then that blue W then transform to the ball, like the water ball, like with the bluish, like a blue planet, our shape like that is on the fire mandala, okay, on the fire mandala. And then on the blue, and then the visualized letter, in Tibetan it's a La, and then English, I think it's earth, and then maybe E. You just visualize the E. E is a yellow color, and then that E is gradually then transform to the square shape. That's we call actually earth mandala, okay, earth mandala. You see, this is the four elements of mandala. Without this, if you just visualize mandala, is looks like you try to get the coffee without any glass, hot coffee. So really, to prepare these four elements of mandala is the first, okay? So after that, then these four, then maybe the practice in the way we study in the monastery, we just practice the main practice is the Guhi Samaja and the Yamentaga and the Chakra Sambhava. So here we try to talk a little bit about based on the Guhi Samaja. So in Guhi Samaja, and then before visualize the mandala, and then all these four elements mandala, all four elements mandala just mix. Okay, just mix, and then that mix, and then that transform to the Vajra. Do you know the Vajra? Vajra, but not just one Vajra, double Vajra, okay? It's the double Vajra, okay? The front, not really like I'm here, and the Vajra and the mandala is in front of me, not that much keep a distance, okay? You just thinking in the front where you're going to visualize the mandala. You just visualize the location, okay? Yeah, then the double vajra, usually the center hub or usually comes around, right? But in this case, it comes the cube shape. Cube, okay? Cube shape, and that comes like the blue color. The blue color. And then, yeah, we start actually to visualize the mandala, okay? Yeah, then this mandala now, I'm just talking about, if your eyes cannot see, but your heart knows now what are the 4 elements mandala. And then these are actually, I can say, this is related with the absolute, okay? It's ultimate mandala, okay? And then, if you go deep, I think it's really not, we don't have enough time to talk here, but the mandala, maybe it's too much. Then Namna is a Veruchana, maybe that's important to, I think, if I didn't talk, then I feel not complete. So wisdom, wisdom, we little bit talk about subtle awareness. Subtle, in here you say the consciousness, right? Consciousness, what I feel is one's subtle awareness and flexible energy works together. Works together, that we call the consciousness. Consciousness. And the subtle energy, sorry. Yeah, subtle awareness and subtle energy, they give examples like the guy who have eyes but no leg is like a subtle awareness, okay? Subtle awareness. And the guy who have a leg but no eyes is like a subtle energy. But these 2 guys become a friend, maybe they can go what other people can reach, maybe they can reach, okay? So in here, so that subtle, the energies, actually, it has the power, that awareness, but the awareness means actually the wisdom, okay? So as long as that wisdom is the function, and then our afflicting emotions will fail. Once afflicting emotions is active, then that wisdom will fail. Almost like afflicting emotions, this light, the bulb, and then afflicting emotions like the blanket they put there. Of course, you cannot. This light cannot dispel the darkness, right? So in here, awareness is actually the wisdom. Okay, the wisdom. Then wisdom, as long as the wisdom is occupied by the five afflicting emotions that we call the samsara. Okay, as long as the subtle awareness is occupied by afflicting emotion, is a samsara, and then once subtle awareness is free, not just free moment, but completely free from afflicting emotions, then that is actually nirvana usually. So tar, Tibetan tar means, tar in English, the liberate, the liberate, but liberate is not talking about certain the location. In this case, the liberate from what? And then afflicting emotions and action also in this case the karma, and that karma also talking about the latency or imprint, but that karma created by previous karma. So we are free from the liberate. So that means actually the subtle awareness is the free from afflicting emotions. So afflicting emotions, I just give one example, okay? So you can see in the mandala very, how to say, very outside, okay? Yeah, boundary, very outside. Later you can see white, yellow, red, green, blue. White, yellow, red, green, blue. You can see these 5 colors are there. So these 5 colors represents is the 5 wisdom. The 5 wisdom is that these 5 wisdoms are not actually the separate, okay? But it's a wisdom, but which free from angry, which free from desire, which free from jealousy. Like, for example, I have one T-shirt, okay? I have one T-shirt. So then T-shirt have a color, some part have oil, some part have a dust, maybe 5 different defile on my T-shirt, okay? So now that T-shirt is clean, I can say not clean, right? And then that's like an example of our subtle awareness with 5 afflicting emotions, okay? 5 afflicting emotions. So now, if you put the laundry, then you just wash that T-shirts. Then when you take out the T-shirts, is that T-shirt the same as before or different T-shirt? Same, right? Exactly same?
No. Pure.
See, right? Difficult to say same or difficult to say not same. But actually, maybe continuity is the same. So the first T-shirt with the defilement, the second T-shirt is completely free from the how does it? What do you call that?
Stains.
Is what?
Stains.
Stains, yeah, stains. It's only the difference. Stains left there or stains removed. Okay, I think this is the point. 5, the wisdom means subtle awareness or our mind, which free from the angry, which free from the jealousy, which free from stingy, which free from misunderstand or ignorance. Sometimes using most of the text is just using ignorance, but in there's a debate actually in India. There's a great scholar Asanga and Nagarjuna, and then actually Asanga say misunderstanding is the root cause of the suffering, but Nagarjuna say no, not understanding is the root cause of the suffering. Which one you think root cause of the suffering? Misunderstand or not understand? Yeah, directly. Okay, directly afflicting emotions created by misunderstand, but if not understanding is the primary cause of the misunderstanding. Okay, so Nagarjuna say actually not understanding is the primary cause of the suffering, but Asanga say no, misunderstanding is the primary cause of the suffering. For us, actually, yeah, maybe the both is the cause of suffering. So now this different, the 5 stands, right? The 5 stands is free from, example, the T-shirt, right? So is there 5 T-shirt? No 5 T-shirt, right? But there's the portions. Okay, this part before there's oil, but now it's a clean. It's a one clean part. Well, here's before my coffee leak now beside the brown color. Oh, now it's just clean. And here's the before the dust and something is, this is the part. But one T-shirt, you can find 5 different the purity, 5 different cleanness part. Okay, so that clean part of the wisdom. Okay, so that 5 different wisdom is represented by 5 different color in the mandala. Okay, so here the ignorance, the cleans, misunderstand ignorance. Misunderstand, do you think it comes every day or not? Every day. Even we just 2 person just seeing at the first time, first we'll take a misunderstanding. Maybe he's come from, maybe automatically we just create our own projection. So that's why in here, the Buddha, what he says is the true root cause of the suffering is different name. Buddha name a different name. He just said, if you are really the human being, if you are really the human being, you really have to remove these two. Remove these two. Then, what are these two? Then Buddha said, why we remove these two? Because of these two are root cause of the suffering. What are these two? Then Buddha said, bondage means we bind to the problems. Okay, the bondage of dysfunctional tendency, and then bondage of sign. He make these two. Okay, so bondage of dysfunctional tendency means actually now whatever we see, very first we just automatically create something. Something that we create is actually only our projection. Absolutely not there, but only our projection. Then second is the bondage of sign, but the words, I don't know why it's a bondage of sign, but the meaning is, bondage of sign means when you create it, project that something, the project, and then the second is you believe. Immediately you believe, okay, now it's very difficult. If you believe, then more difficult. But just misunderstand, you just project, maybe immediately someone says, no, this is not that way. Then you can immediately, maybe they remove. But if you comes second bondage of sign means actually, okay, what you project, you believe. Then comes the problem. That is actually misunderstand. Okay, when you say that just misunderstand and then information not that much, that clear. But if you know the bondage, we bind to the difficult. Okay, so bondage of dysfunctional tendency and the bondage of the sign. Okay, so this now is the wisdom. Okay, ignorance. Our subtle awareness, the free from the ignorance. Free from ignorance, then purity, that absent of the ignorance, is the white in that, the white color, which I don't know, the white wisdom, what called that white, the 5 different wisdom. So then that wisdom, white symbolizes the wisdom, but that wisdom is actually free from the misunderstanding. Okay. Now the second is Rinjinjun, then stingy is like the family of the actually attachment or greedy. Okay, you really appreciate when people share to you, but you are not really enjoy that to sharing with other. So that is called actually miserly or stingy. So you feel you save a lot, but actually not really saving actually. Because of the tax, usually more you share, then actually created more is incoming actually. So sharing, sometimes when you're driving the car, but you just open this window, okay? Open this window, wind didn't come inside. Open that window, then wind come in this window starting. This is very reality. So that's why actually miser or the stingy or these things actually, we thinking so we are just the savings, but actually it's a stopping to you're going to be rich actually. Too much stingy is not good actually. Okay, so wisdom which really completely free from the miserly or the stingy. So then that the wisdom actually symbolized by the yellow color. Okay, yellow color, and then now it's in here a little bit difficult. You say sometimes you say the desire is good, bad or good, a little bit difficult to say. But here I just make a little bit say desire which out of control, or desire which out of desire comes out of ego. Okay, desire comes out of ego, and the desire became out of control. I can say that desire is now belongs to afflicting emotions. Yeah, otherwise, the desire just generally desire is afflicting emotion is not true, because we have a desire to take care of our family. We have a desire to take all sentient beings. How can be that desire is the negative, right? So desire actually, actually any emotions, any thought which, out of the ego, then actually Buddha just conclude, he said, he said, anything which out of the ego, even happiness, but that happiness will create the one problem, sooner or later. So that's why even we create the good karma, but that good karma should be free from the ego. Okay? So in here, the desire which out of the ego and the desire which out of control, then that desire, I mean here, afflicting emotion, and then that kind of the desires, the free from our heart, then the purity of our subtle awareness or the wisdom, which is symbolized by in here, red, as a red color, okay? So red color. And then you can see that now green, that green also symbolizes the wisdom. And then that's related to the jealousy. Jealousy, is there English words definition, jealousy? Words. With English, because in Tibetan we call takdo. Takdo is a tak means shoulder, and the dog means narrow. Two shoulders become a very narrow. So that's why it's fun, not really fun, right? So that jealousy is actually makes the people very upset, okay? So very upset, so that's a suffering. So once the jealousy, the free from our heart, and then the wisdom, which free from the jealousy. But that wisdom symbolized is the green color. It's a green color. And then now what left? The afflicted emotions, angry, angry. So angry, angry, or maybe they should say the hatred, okay? So angry also, not sure, angry is 100% negative, you cannot say, because sometimes you really take care of your friends, sometimes take care each other, but other person really going to wrong way. Then when you say nicely, didn't hear, then sometimes you angry, you say something. So then that angry is out of love or out of compassion. That's possible. But here is kind of ill will or the hatred, and then you really in the heart, okay, in future if that person needs my help, then I will see. Some people saying like that. But that's actually in here what it means, toa, maybe from the heart. You really want to keep distance with that person. And then if he has the bodhisattva vow, if he just have this kind of intention, automatically the bodhisattva vow. Oh, okay, so that type of the ill will, okay, is free from your wisdom, okay, your wisdom, and then that purity of the wisdom is actually symbolized is the blue color, okay, blue. Yeah, the angry, this also relates. Angry, once you have angry, you are very strong, right? Very strong, and then some things that you cannot say when you're angry, you can say. Something that you cannot do when you're angry, you can do. So that's actually angry really comes in the negative part. It is so powerful. But that's why in the Tantric, sometimes you can transform anger energy as a path. So that's why sometimes maybe this is my maybe the responsibility to give us some information, because in the West sometimes information about the Tantric, sometimes there's a little bit misunderstanding, maybe the delusions used as a path, desire used as a path, and then comes some misunderstanding. Then that misunderstanding sometimes really cause to the Buddha's teachings kind of decrease. So actually, the Tantric and the Sutra is inseparable. Yeah, inseparable. If you practice the Sutra, final destination, enlightenment, to reach without adding, without edit the tantric practice. Tantric practice, you cannot, in the very clear say that you cannot reach the final point. So that's why actually we really have to practice the tantric, but of course we need at least the foundation. With that foundation should not satisfy only that foundation, really have some information about the tantric. Okay. So now this is a mandala. Okay. So now you can see very out rings the 5 color, right? 5 color. And then inside the 5 color, now you can see there's today you can see the only blue rings. The later it comes to the Vajra mala outside. That Vajra mala actually protect when you do the practice. It is a protect the protect the rings, and also there's some that's 3 different the measure. The practice in our monastery is Guya Samaja and the Chakra Sambhava and the Yamantaka. So this explanation comes a little bit different, but this part may explain very detailed in the Guya Samaja. The Yamantaka didn't explain because this already talking in the Guya Samaja like that. So in here, the Vajra fans is to say this is the protect, okay, indestructible, okay. And then in the Yamantaka, just say, okay, this is the Vajra, the rings or the Vajra mala is symbolized in the tantric. The practice is reach to the all sentient beings' heart, okay. And then inside the lotus, maybe now, okay, yeah, we are on now is the subject on the mandala, okay. And now you can see, maybe I just go to the center. Should I come there or is okay? Okay, at the very beginning now, okay, the meditation we finished the 4 elements. You remember, right? 4 elements of mandala. And the mandala is just dissolved into the Vajra, the double Vajra. And the center, the hope comes as cube shape. On the cube shape, okay, cube shape, yeah, then you visualize mandala. Yeah, then that, if you really go process very detailed, and then you visualize little broom. Little broom is the syllable of the Virichana. Yeah, then visualize the Virichana Buddha, the white color. And then that Virichana now transform to the mandala. But actually, we are in mandala here now. Everywhere is the mandala. Yeah, and then mandala, okay. Now you see the mandala is square. No? Square? How does it say? Square, okay. The square, you see the 4 side. There's the 4. 4 side is the one reason. Then the 4 corners also have the meaning. Then 4 sides have 4 door have one meaning. Okay, that's a different meaning. So that's why I told you the mandala is the manifestation of your realization. Okay, your realization, and in here, subject, the essence, subject, the foundation of the Buddha's teachings is the 4 noble truths, right? So your realizations that understand the 4 noble truths, that realizations actually became a projector, and you project that realization. It's like a symbolic, right? So when you're driving, you see the red color, green color, but they really didn't stop you, right? But when you see it, then automatically you know their absolute meaning. Yeah, then you stop, and then you go. Actually, the same. So here, the understanding the 4 noble truths, okay, that wisdom and that realization is the manifest. The manifest is the 4 sides of the mandala. 4 sides of the mandala. Okay. Then the practice, the 37, the path to reach enlightenment. So that 37 is actually the number is the same as the sutra in the tantra, but in the Tantra, we have to edit something on that. Okay? So the Four Noble Truths is the four sides of the mandala, and then the four doors, the four doors according to the Yamantaka practice. I will follow the Yamantaka, the system. The four doors are the symbolized. So the four mindfulness, maybe most of you know right now, is very, very normal, the mindfulness. So the basic, the foundation, the four mindfulness. And then four mindfulness is actually, of course, this is the foundation. So these are actually mindfulness of the body, the mindfulness of feeling, and the mindfulness of the consciousness or mind, and the mindfulness of the phenomena. Okay, these understanding, this actually, okay. So these four mindfulness is actually that the wisdom or that realizations that transform to Eastern door. So Eastern door is not just like, now you see this is just sand and the color. No, this is the symbolize for the mindfulness. Okay, so for mindfulness in the Sutrayana is actually mindfulness of the body. In the sutra, they talk about how our body understand is how it is impermanent, how it is sooner or later it will decay. Maybe try to understand the many different information. Actually, this information is reality. It's there, right? But we have a very strong attached to this body. We believe this is the forever. But if you ask my body is the forever, yes, your brain say, no, this is sooner or later we die. But in the heart, not really like that way. So that's why I have one story. Is, in the South India, one day I just tried to buy the suitcase. Buy the suitcase, and the suitcase, the guy who's selling the suitcase, and then I say, I like this suitcase. Yeah, this is very good. This suitcase is lifetime guarantee. I just feel a strange person. Lifetime guarantee. What do you mean? I ask him. He said, lifetime guarantee. Okay, you mean I don't know what happened tomorrow? What are you talking about? So I don't know, the lifetime is, we don't know what will happen tomorrow, maybe next year, we don't know what will happen. No, I said, what are you talking about? He asked me, I asked him, what are you talking about, the lifetime guarantee? To explain me what lifetime guarantee. I never know my lifetime, but you know my lifetime? Oh, please, just stop. You want to buy a suitcase or not? So that kind of, even the business area, we just say lifetime guarantee, is really come the message from eternal concept. Forever we live. So that kind of, that naturally, at very beginning, we really have that kind of concept. That is actually the Buddha really think. This kind of our perception. The perception is the knowledge we know became useless. If we have an eternal concept, maybe I will next year. When I have a time, I will do practice. When I have enough money, I will do practice. When I settle, then I will do practice. Yeah, then we always procrastinate our practice, okay? Because of we feel lifetime guarantee. So yeah, then so the moment we have a so strong attached eternal concept, and then forever, and then you see this is actually also the desire out of control actually caused by the concept of eternal. Okay, so more have, more need. That also actually happen. It's a desire out of control. It happened, eternal concept. Okay, so to remove these kind of things in the sutra, the Buddha so much emphasized. Okay, to remove the attachment to the body in the eternal concept. And then after that, then in the Tantrayana is because you upgrade your class. Okay, now, okay, you know the body is impermanent, but you have to enjoy it. This is so precious the body, because this body is actually the base of the great blissfulness. Because this body is, you have this body. So then you have a chance and you have a hope to free from the samsara and achieve the enlightenment, achieve the nirvana, because you have this body. So the special you have this body because of the great blissfulness. The great blissfulness is okay. Maybe this also, maybe sometime you can find the internet, you just check, okay? So the blissfulness is go to the deeper, the meaning, the subject of the tantric is just go to the completion stage, okay? So completion stage is, this is, I'm not sure how much of initiation, sometimes something better, I think, you will try to find, okay? You try to find, so great blissfulness, which actually they relate with the bliss which in your control, okay? The bliss which out of control, that is actually not qualified, so great blissfulness, okay? So in the Tantric now, Eastern door which symbolize, what's Eastern door symbolize for what? For mindfulness, okay? So for foundation mindfulness, maybe that's very popular now, you know, for mindfulness. And then in the Tantric now, you not just visualize and analyze the nature of the body, maybe some part of the pessimistic, the impermanent or not clean, this part, you already know that's also reality. But if you stop that, then that's called pessimistic. And then it comes really not enjoy your body, and then you didn't, not pay attention how to use your body. So in that, when you reach to the Tantric, now more optimistic. Optimistic is the positive, right? So more you understand the positive part of the body, okay? So you really try to understand this, the body can create the great blissfulness, but this body is the lack of intrinsic nature. That's the emptiness. And then, okay, this body is lack of intrinsic nature means emptiness. And then this great blissfulness which can produce by this body also is emptiness, okay? But this wisdom that you know, okay, these two are emptiness, a lack of inherent intrinsic nature, then that wisdom, okay, that wisdom is actually you manifest or project to the Eastern door. So that's why sometimes you can, the stupa, the very foundations actually symbolize for mindfulness, okay, for mindfulness. And now, southern door, okay? Southern door is a symbolize, the manifestation of your realization, that you, that's more related to your effort, okay? Effort is actually, English translation, they say, for completely abandon. Does this make sense? For completely abandon. But that means actually, in Tibetan letter, just directly translate, Yangda Pongwa Shi. So that means actually, the virtuous things you created, never stop, okay? You create continually. For example, you meditate on the compassion, never stop, continue to meditate on the compassion. And then if you not created the virtuous, the action, okay, you start to create it. So these two, okay? So the virtues you are not created, you start to create. The virtues you already created, not satisfied, but develop, cultivate again and again, okay? Two. Then two is non-virtuous actions. If you are not created, never created. If you already created, try to purify, like t-shirt put in the laundry, immediately you try to make it clean. Okay, so these are two. The positive action you not created, you must create it. If you create it, you always develop. The negative action, if you create it, you then purify immediately. If you are not created, never create it. So this kind of your understanding is the wisdom. But that wisdom is now transformed, or it's a transformed to which door? Southern door. Okay? Southern door. 양다봉 시 답은 보이고. 수주 강시 답은 높이고. Yeah, this Hebrew Hebrew language. Yeah, Sutra means, in Tibetan word, Sutra means the miracle. Okay, so miracle. Of course, these four are really a miracle to reach the liberation and to free from the samsara. There's the four now. The four miracle feet, called four miracle feet. Maybe you can find internet. Four miracle feet. Four miracle feet are actually now we're going to make a Western tour. Okay, Western tour. What symbolize which comes from the four miracle feats are the intention. Means interesting. You start, I have interesting to learn the mandala, you come here. If you're not interested, you didn't come. You have a lot of reason. I want to see my friend, today I'm tired, but you have an intention. But your intention is really high level. That's why even you're tired, we meet here, right? So you must have an intention to do the positive karma. You must have an intention. If you have an intention that without anyone's push to you, encourage you, you will do. That even the person try to discourage you, but you say, wait a minute, today maybe I cannot join, I just go there. So that's actually power of you have a strong intention. Okay, so that is the one miracle. It's a good name. That intention is the miracle feat. Means you can reach to your destination like a magic because you have strong intention. Okay, strong intention, and then means if you have the intention to do meditation and to practice, whatever you do, you like to do, and you will do that with enjoy. Okay, that's called joyful effort. So joyful effort, nobody can disturb you, nobody can stop your practice because you like that. So that joyful effort actually comes from intention. Okay, so that joyful effort also miracle feat again. That miracle feat is really can reach your destination like a miracle power, right? So joyful effort. Now the third is means because of your joyful effort. Whenever you do meditation, you will find you are so happy, you are so enjoy. But that blissfulness you cannot buy, nothing can compare that kind of the joyful. Okay, so then the moment, because you have a joyful effort to do the meditation, now the meditation, all the process of your meditation is actually included into this part. Okay, between joyful effort and maybe investigate makes sense. We can say analytical, maybe analytical. Okay, analytical also not sure. Chiba means maybe you clear fight. How to make sense? You clear fight. Make clean. Whatever you are doing, it really, you understand very clear. For example, when you do meditation, something happened. What's going on? Not really like that. Something, oh yeah, this is that obstacle. Okay, I have an antidote here. You have already. So everything comes very organized. Everything comes organized when you do the meditation. So that's happened because you have a joyful effort. Okay, so then that kind of the process. Okay, that's the third, the medical, the power. If you have not, you have intention, you have a joyful effort. The information is not clear and confused, right? So you really have information so clear. That also depends on the two medical power. Okay? So these informations now the print or because imprint or maybe you can say technology install in our mind. Okay, in our mind. So then that continuity of that mind, with that continuity, then we can reach to our destination. That's also the final is called actually the mind. The fourth is the mind. It's not just talking about the mind, but all of this information you really do continuity, keep the by step. Okay, so then that comes from the joyful effort. Joyful effort comes from the intention. So these four, okay, these four are actually whatever you want to do something. Actually, if you check something that you really did very easy and you enjoy, if you check, you see these four. Okay, first intention, then joyful, then information comes clear, then you can reach to the the final destination. Okay, so these four the realization or the wisdom. Okay, so that now the transform to which door? West door. Okay, west doors now. Maybe next time you see a little bit different, right? I hope. So now 대소옹봉아 타반의 장기고. 대소옹봉아 타반의 장기고 means now northern door. Okay, northern door is a deso, means deva in intentions is kind of deva means actually you really strong the trust. Okay, strong trust. In this case, the trust means actually karmic. You really trust to the karma. Okay, trust to the karma. Karma, sometimes people say, I don't believe the karma. But if I ask, do you believe what goes around comes around? Yes, that's karma. Actually, they're talking about karma, yeah. But of course, sometimes the karma have a many different level. Sometimes karma, you say, don't create the karma. That means actually talking about the cause. And then, that's my karma. I try my best, but still situation happens some same. That's thinking about the resultant karma. And then sometimes say, I don't know, maybe it's just follow my karma. So that's actually talking about your imprint karma. Okay, so imprint karma. So in here, actually, we really, the trust to karma means whatever that we do, maybe it's just make sure it is the positive or the negative. The positive or negative also sometimes words not match to you, but is this action is cause me difficult future or cause me the happy? Just make sure that. And then you just, the strong, maybe you have the trust. Maybe sometimes people just say, it doesn't matter what you do, but it's matter what you receive, what you get the result. That is actually not good, okay? According to Dharma, that's not good. Because of that karma, it's talking about just you get, but you didn't pay attention what you did. And then the result, you see, sometimes you get, but the final, you just go to some special house, you don't know, right? So there's very strong the respect to the karma, and then that's actually the one realization. Okay, strong trust to the karma. That kind of the understanding, you really appreciate the karma from the heart. Okay, because debe ongbo, zundu yongbo. Now it's a joyful effort. Joyful effort. If you see online in the future, if you type 37 paths to reach enlightenment. Okay, so you can see all this information is very clear, but sometimes it will confuse to you because you see sometimes the joyful effort. Maybe there's a joyful effort. Here's joyful effort. There's the intention. Maybe there's the faith. Maybe different things. Why it's again and again it's the same or different? It may possible sometimes that kind of the confusions happen, but you really make sure in the 5 faculty. Today, now we are talking about 5 faculty. So that's actually counting is the faith, okay, 대배홍보, then again joyful effort, okay, 대배홍보, 순두정보, then the mindfulness, okay, and then that mindfulness and for mindfulness is the word same but meaning different, okay, and then 대배홍보, 순두정보, then concentration. Faculty, see, concentration and mindfulness looks very similar, but actually different in this case. Okay. Now, Sherab Yongbo means wisdom, the faculty. So these, the 5, again, is like you just follow the karma, and then that time, the trust to the karma, what goes around, comes around. And then second is really, you really appreciate the karma. Is I don't really want to do that, but like, not really like that. You really appreciate, okay? Appreciate to follow the karma, and then Zendri Yongbo, Tembe Yongbo means now always have the mindfulness. But that's really the surprise before one the Lama, as he stay in India, the Dehradun. He said that since he was 17 years old, his mind is never away from mindfulness. Whatever he just do with the mindfulness. Yeah. So that's why sometimes, actually, he really showed that he's really the practice, the essence. So because our essence, the Dharma actually say that all the practice actually should include into mindfulness and the vigilance. Okay. So in here, this is Kamachu. Yeah, the mindfulness. Okay, now we go this of the 5 faculty. Yeah, we stop 5 faculty. The realization of the 5 faculty now transform to the northern door. Okay, so northern door. Okay, now you know about the 4 doors significant and the 4 sides of the mandala, and then maybe the others we can talk later. Then you cannot see in this mandala because this is the 2 dimension. In architecture, the blueprint, can you see the pillar? You cannot see pillar, right? So pillar is just maybe some drawings. Maybe pillar should be here, right? And here you cannot see the pillar, but actually the door, very ending door in the 3D mandala. Maybe you can see it online. Somebody just type the 3D mandala. That if you see the 3D mandala, very the ending part of the wall, you can see it, the pillar. So each door has 2 pillars. So the 4 doors comes 8 pillars. So 8 pillars actually symbolize the 4 noble, 8 noble path. Palam elake. Okay, 8 noble path. Do you have any, about 8 noble path, or if you don't know, that I will explain. Okay, 8 noble path is I try to make it very simple. Okay, then we stop. Okay, we stop. Then we will have some question and answer. What is the first? Is the first right view. Okay, so right view. Just now we are talking about the karma. What goes around comes around. I think that also is the view, is the right or wrong? Right. That is the right. This is the everyday life. Maybe I can say that is the right view. Okay. So then the second steps of the right view is understand about the disadvantage of the ego grasping. Okay. Whenever you have the ego, 2 friends just enjoy the coffee. If there's no ego, if there's no selfish to each other, really they enjoy the taste of the coffee. If maybe the one person wants something from that person, I want, other person wants something, COVID test change. Then really, then the person appear to you will be changed. So that's why really you try to understand what is the disadvantage of the ego grasping. Not just, egocentric is not good, and it's just the brain information. You really try to have some kind of the feeling from your heart. Once you have that kind of feeling from your heart, once ego comes, immediately you can point. Okay, you have no place in my heart to stay here. Immediately you can get rid of, okay? So that's ego grasping will create the miserable in the family, friend, in the country. That is maybe the second, understand the right view, okay? Yeah, then the third is all the phenomena you try to know, interdependence. Understand all the phenomena are interdependence. Using the interdependence are the valid reason to prove everything's not exist as in intrinsic nature. That's the emptiness. So that understanding is I think, deepest level of the right view. Okay? So right view, and now it's the right intention. Okay? Right intention, you should not have any ill will. If your friend, maybe the success, you definitely have to rejoice, okay? Rejoice. Because I do nothing but there is so much successful, you rejoice. Actually, you create the good karma. You will become, sooner or later, you will develop. Yeah, otherwise, if the jealousy, always you are put down. Once you have a merit, the little bit, but that merit will disappear. Okay, so ill will and the jealousies, all this intention should be free from the heart. So that's actually, if you can do that, that means right intention. Okay, right intention. So these two parts. Now, is the right speech. Okay, right speech, whether you like or not, that is my style. People say that's not good. Okay, because you're really not concerned what others feeling. Okay, usually if someone told you like this way, are you happy? No, not happy. Intention is good. Same time, actual action should be good. So that's why the right speech usually comes the four. Okay, so is a never lie, but the lie sometimes they will debate in the monastery. So it's to say the lying can be sometimes the positive, because it really protect someone's life. But of course, that time you don't say, I lie, I create the good karma. Not really like that. You lie, of course, the negative karma. You accept the negative karma. You will have a suffering future. But compare, I help this person. I help that person. I help my family. I help my friend. But that concern, and then you just scale now. You did a little bit white lie, or maybe just really protect something some more, maybe the benefit, maybe think about that situation, but I cannot say that, but that's a possible. The Bodhisattva well, so the 7 negative action of the body and the speech, immediately you cannot say, this is totally negative. You cannot say, really use your wisdom, okay? So right speech is actually never lie, always say the truth, okay? And then tamas, divisive speech, never do the divisive speech. This comes by the jealousy. If you don't like the two persons friendly, you want a friend with them, but they become a friend each other, then say something. So that's called divisive speech. Instead of divisive speech, people have a little bit to break their relationship. Maybe you try to make them together. Yeah, then you will find your friend maybe join again because of your action. Okay, so not divisive speech, always try to put people together with your kind words. Okay, and then "cikzuk" is the harsh word, of course. Yeah, no harsh word. And then gossip. Okay, the gossip. Yeah, Gossip also sometimes possible because of the Bodhisattva vow. If you go to the hospital, then patient that was so boring, and then you cannot share the Dharma practice for that. Don't want to listen to Dharma, but person just let alone like that way is so boring. Yeah, then you just say some, maybe a Lord of the Rings movie, Harry Potter, like that. Just share. The moment he's free from that is kind of the lonely feelings. Yeah, that's happy. That's happy. You just feel like you waste time, but actually results you benefit other. That's okay according to Bodhisattva's practice. Okay. Yeah, then that's kind of the speech, okay? Right speech. Now the right action. Okay, right actions comes in the three action of the body. The never take others' life. Instead of taking others' life, you really liberate others' life, the help others' life. Okay, and then yeah, then of course taking the things that belongs to not to you, then stealing, and then kind of the relationship, the misconduct, the relation. So this actually that's generally so three negative actions, never two. It then became action is the should be the right action. Okay, and then now we left. How many left? Two. We finished the four, right? Right view, right intention, the right speech, the right action. Okay, right action. So sometimes the right effort. Okay, so right action. For me, it's the right actions. Okay, and then right mindfulness. The right mindfulness in this case is relate with the four mindfulness. Okay, for mindfulness and also maybe every day because the essence of the practice Shantideva is the 7th century, but his ending of his chapter of the mindfulness, he said that constantly, whatever you do, the action of your body, speech, and the mind, constantly analyze what are you doing, what are you saying, what are you thinking. That always keep in mind this action I should do as much as I can, but this action I should not do because result I know. Okay, that is actually Shantideva said. That is the definitions. You really practice mindfulness and the vigilance. Okay, that's actually right mindfulness. Okay, right mindfulness. Then right concentration. Right concentration have a very big information. Okay, very big information, but that's included into whole the process of the meditation. And then here I just want to talk maybe short through because we study in the monastery, then spend the majority of our time to the practice. And then I think most of you really doing the meditation. And then meditation is you really pay attention to what you want to build, the quality under your mind, which part you want to develop. That's your pay attention. Okay, so just relax the mind. It's okay. It's okay, but really you cannot get to destination. For example, you go to maybe the Washington D.C. You drive, but your destination is Washington D.C. But you drive continually. You tired. Then you see the rest area. Then of course the rest area, you say, oh, you're stupid, why you take the rest area? You cannot say. Of course, go to the rest area, you relax. But nobody thinks that's the destination, right? So after you relax, then you drive continually, then you can get to the destination. So sometimes you just stop any thinking, they're like a blank mind. It's okay. Sometimes too much thought, and then listen too much, then you will tire. I hope you're not tired to listen too much. Okay, then the final, the point and the core part of the important, the build is the stability quality of your mind. That's the one important part. The second, the three quality you really pay attention when you do meditation, okay? So first is the stability quality, means whatever you focus. The image, I think, never eye consciousness try to see something. For example, you see the image. Once you kind of, the computer language, you can say the install. Maybe you just see it and slowly you close the eyes. Now you check, you can see that your mental image. Then you can see, if you do that a few times, just see from crown to the lotus, skin. Okay, then you close the eyes. Gradually you can see. But again, you check. Okay, this is really stable enough or not. Then you slowly open the eyes. Now, object of the eyes is stronger or mental image stronger. You can check. Okay. Oh, my eyes can see the pillar. Now, mental image of the green Tara is turned to blurry. Maybe that means now your meditation device is not found yet. You found, but very fragile, very fragile. Again, close the eyes, then imagine. And then slowly, then even you open the eyes, but object of the, all this became a blurry, but what you visualize, the image is really see, okay, really see. So that means actually you found the object of the meditation. So that immediately not really to stay at a long time because you names the monkey mind, or actually as long as we not control subtle energy, you then jump. It's like a flux, the movement, the very beginning of our mind. And then to develop that stability, and then sometimes try to build the clarity quality, okay? So clarity quality, try to see clearer as much as you can, but with joyful effort, please, okay? If you didn't do joyful effort, then maybe you will do one time or two times, then you will stop. With joyful effort, to do with joyful effort, many great the yogi they suggest never do a long session. Okay. Short session, few times. Short session, few times. Okay. So then, second quality you have to build is the clarity quality. Clarity quality. Try to see clear as much as you can. Okay. After that, then intensity quality. This is the most important. Intensity quality. If you miss intensity quality, that is actually not counting qualified meditation, but that called actually you fall in the subtle dullness. So subtle dullness, when you fall in the subtle dullness, image stability continue, you can focus, but clear. But when you missing the intensity quality, you cannot reach to the point. Okay, so that's also a very good example. Is intensity means, for example, I just hold this cup, okay? I just very loose, I'm holding this one and drinking. Maybe someone passed to me, just move my shoulder, I will fall this cup. If I hold this intensely, if this person getting close to me, my finger getting tight. Instead of falling the cup, but my cup, I hold my cup is tighter than before. That's actually in the meditation really emphasize the quality of the intensity quality. It's really very important. Okay. Yeah, this is actually part of the right concentration, but this is actually very, that's more information, but more, if you want to learn, maybe you can find maybe the text in the internet. Yeah. And then, okay, now you have some question? Yeah, maybe what left now? The 4 door, yeah, then few is there, is okay.
Maybe 10 minutes question and answer. After the this
Ale, this gelme.
Does anyone have any questions?
I have just very not deep questions. So building mandala looks like hard work. And how monks learn how to build mandala? And second question, can lay people, not monks, do very simple mandalas as a form of meditation or manifestation?
Yeah, in monastery, actually, this is a monk's choice. I want to take a mandala class, and then we will have a 6 months the time to learn sand mandala. And then, of course, before we learn the sand mandala, and then I think the monk can learn mandala easier, and especially in the United States, I think it's difficult, right? To learn mandala, you really dedicate time. Then we have to memorize all the proportion. Memorize the proportion, and then actually in here, because the monks' actual motivation is, the sutra usually say, because if anyone who see the mandala because of this comes from the great realization, so the persons really remove the many obstacles and many kind of, we create a negative karma in previous life, but maybe they remove this part. So that's happened actually through the process, through the meditation, and then there's a lot of chanting. Actually, in here we just make a chant a little bit short. In the monastery, after you build this one, and then 5 days we do continue to meditation from maybe the 5 o'clock until the 5 p.m. It's all this. We call the self-initiation. The self-initiation. If anyone who can do that, it doesn't matter, lay people or the monk or nun, everyone can do. Then it's one difficult is because this is art part. The artists have to learn all the art is upside down. That's the problem. Yeah, all the lotus, because you are in the center of the mandala, that you can do. But you just make it outside, everything you create upside down. That's why I'm an artist, but actually I really, how to say, refurbish to again a different way. That's your question? Answer? You got an answer? Okay. Yeah, then also you can keep a mandala as long as we need, but very similar example of the flower. You can keep the flower as long as you need, but you have a responsibility. Pour the water, put in the sunshine. Mandala also, if you want to keep a 1 year, but self-initiation practice, you have to do every day. If you can do that, then you can keep whole life, it's okay. Yeah, that's your.
Krishna, you were talking about really understanding the disadvantages of ego grasping, and that we all know, conceptually, but not really in our hearts.
Yeah.
So can you please say more about that?
I'll say more about,
But how to really understand and feel it in the heart. So
it's kind of sometimes, when we are kids, some maybe the pain on the kitchen is pains hard, right? Pains hard, and then children just getting close to kitchen, then mother said, "Don't touch the pan; it burn your hands." But that's children understand that maybe this pen will burn my hands. Children understand, but really that children's not really get the lesson actually. Maybe the one day the children's touch to the pen, and then mother just try to touch here. You say, no, no. So that kind of, I think you have to that's analytical meditation, yeah. Because you just check friend and a friend. Without any ego, what you will feel. When you have some kind of ego grasping, of course, when ego grasping happens, never comes ego grasping alone. Always come with the soldier of the delusions, angry or desire or jealousy. It's come with entourage. Okay, and then when the ego, sometimes it's said that when ego, that's why in Tibetan, sometimes the practitioner, they just go to the cemetery at nighttime. So why? not really like a, how to say, adventure, not just adventure actually. Just go to the cemetery, you really found the information about ego. Where is the ego? How it comes? What kind of this feeling? You will have some kind of opportunity to figure out the ego. But most of times we say, like what he says, the ego, we know ego is not good. But when it happens, then why not? Ego is my best defense. No ego, then what I do? Like that's kind of, sometimes, self-confident and ego grasping also really make sure it's a separate. Yeah, sometimes the problem in Japan, the one boy before come to the monastery, so able to keep some disadvantage of the angry. But then Japanese boy say, I don't think so, the angry is bad. Then I said, why? When I am angry, then I can do job better. See, what he means angry is not really actually angry. That's like his enthusiasm. He's like energy. Okay, I think so. He just the focus to angry, feel the energy of the angry, but is actually that not called angry. So angry is actually really comes with ego. Comes with ego, so that's why it's called, it's the disadvantage.
Can I ask one more question?
Sure.
You were talking about flexible energy and subtle awareness. So at sort of my level of practice, how to even like train the flexible energy so it doesn't always like keep moving my mind and disturbing my mind.
Say yes again. Yeah, subtle consciousness.
You were saying in meditation, the mind is always moving, like a monkey mind. And you were saying that one reason is because the energy is not flexible, the subtle energy. So I was saying, at this level of practice, like very beginner, is there any way to train that energy not to keep moving?
Yeah, that's why there's 9 steps of the meditation. So 9 steps of the meditation, the first step, second step, third step, fourth steps, it's very challenging actually. Yeah, once you see that distraction, my mind is very distraction. When you do the meditation, more distractions that happen. Actually, meditations, the study say that's the good. You recognize distraction is the step. You really step on the process. For example, if you pay attention, for example, the mother never pay attention to children, maybe mother didn't know children how many times go outside. If mother really pay attention, then mother see how many times children go outside. That means mother pay attention to the children. The same, we not pay attention, we never know distractions there. Sometimes we pay the money to have the distraction. So that's why the distractions is actually the very beginning. Of course, there's the distraction. The distractions is some yogis just give example, like you just put the piece of paper, just put outside and the winds come. Maybe the first step and the second step, our mind became like that. But you never discourage at that time, never discourage. It's happened, but nature, okay? You then continue, that we just talk stability quality. The first pay attention, stability quality. Try to stay calm on the object of the meditation. And then first say like, first you will see like the fly. The fly just has landed on the flower, just feel. And then second, then you feel like the honeybee comes on the flower, just move, but still around the flower, still around the flower. Then the fourth, then you will feel like you are just your continuity quality. You feel like one bird's there, the birds, then found the bread, then birds eating the bread, but you just go there, then birds will fly, but that birds never fly far because there's the bread. Just stay around. That, I think, when you reach that level, then you can get to relax. Then that means you start your mind free from the distraction, okay? And then I think the fourth, put the effort to reach to the fourth level, okay? So fourth steps. The fourth step, after fourth steps, then maybe you didn't put effort that much, but because of the conditions, sometimes we go with many people, very rush. I didn't see that much. Maybe in the metro sometimes. And then some stay with the people, but because the moving, the power of the around the people, you not walk, but you have to walk. You just get into the train, like that kind of. The fourth level, that when you reach there, then maybe the conditions will help you to concentrate. Okay, and then the fifth and the sixth then is a time to challenge to subtle dullness and subtle agitations. Okay, so yeah, you never discourage. Okay, you never discourage. Then recognize the distraction is you never think this is my meditation is difficult. Maybe I cannot do. Actually, that is the good sign. They say. Yeah.
Hello. I'm asking about the mandala. So you start in the middle. Is there certain steps when you go up? Any reason when you go do the mandala?
Mm-hmm.
You start in the middle, the colors, but then is there a process of where you go next?
Oh yeah.
What is that process?
You mean the process?
When you do the mandala,
mm-hmm.
How do you know where to go next?
You mean next after this mandala?
No, for
okay.
each color.
Oh yeah. This maybe the white, yellow, and that's 5 wisdom, right? 5 wisdom. That is the last.
Okay. So right now,
Not
do you
complete.
know what to do next?
Yeah, this we not.
Is there a process or something?
Yeah. It's not finished yet, but still we have to do wisdom rings, and in the center there's the vajra, the rings, and then what else? Oh, maybe we just get here. Yeah, it's almost finished actually. Maybe.
I was asking, like, when you start, where's the first?
Oh, start from center.
In the center.
Yeah.
And then next step.
Then you make the petals.
I think so. If you have 4 monks, then we divide 4 direction, and then maybe northern part monk just start the center one. Then this is actually the border, and then this monk just starting from here. That's the question. How to start, and then you just actually take it. But here, I think we just go walk together. In the monastery. Okay, if I finish this part, I will relax. Then some other monks, please can you help me? And then we just walk together. Yeah, this part. This is very dangerous in the monastery when I do Mandala, because this tube, sometimes holes block. Then I have a very tiny bamboo. I try to make that clean, then that is to the center. It's a dream or real. So actually it's real. Then we just then we just join the tool. Then one monk just holding here, and then we just repair all these things. Yeah, this is actually Manjushri, the sword. Okay, the symbolize. If we have a time, then we can put Manjushri image in the center. Okay, so yeah, I taught you is this. This is So this is actually the wall. If you really need to visualize the mandala, you have to visualize the wall, okay, wall, and then here's the door. But this is the wall, but top the door, but the door, this is the door actually, door, and then size of the mandala is actually, we start from whatever size we want to do mandala, and then we make a first round. Then that round, we divide 8. The 1 of 8, then that is the size of door. And then the door size, we divide the 4, and then 4, and the 1 of 4 we call cha, is almost equivalent like inch. But this inch is not same size. Because the size of mandala, that size will be changed. Okay? So this 8, the noble path, which is symbolized by 8 pillars. Okay, 8 pillars. Actually, you can see this pillar in here when you visualize the mandala, the 2 and the 2 like that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4 noble truths. Okay, 4 noble truths, and then actually we didn't talk this 4, the corner, 4 corners actually the gate for the way to benefit others. So 4 way to benefit others means the first is sharing the material, whatever, we're just sharing to each other. That's the one. The second is advice, positive advice to share other information according to the Dharma, the teaching also. And then the third one is for example, teacher and the students. The teacher just taught, then okay, now up to you, whatever you want. Not really like that. Okay, you learn, you practice. I will watch you. Like that kind of system need. And then teacher say that, but the teacher, he do whatever he want, not right. You do what you talk to the students. That's the 4th. So that 4th, you are understanding, visualize this 4, the corner. Now the 4 mindfulness, that's this part. And then the 4 completely abandon is this door. And then 4 medical, the legs or 4 medical foods and this door. And then 5 faculties symbolize this door.
So Krishna, this is the eastern door?
Yeah, this is eastern door. Yeah, east in the in the general mandalas, the east is always come so white. South is yellow, and then red. The west is red, and the north is green. But then question arises, why? Yeah, that's actually the deity. The deity, what you visualize is called actually 5 family Buddha. The 5 family Buddha don't concern 5 different Buddha, not really like that, right? Okay, 5 wisdom, The 5 wisdoms actually manifest to the image of the Buddha. We call 5 Buddha. Now the color, the color now, right? So Buddha Vairochanas is actually always come east. That's why it comes a white color. It's light. Then Ranasambhava is the yellow, always in the south. That's why the south comes yellow, because of his light. And then Amitabha, the Buddha is the red, and then in the west, because he is light. And then Akshobhaya Amukasiddhi. Okay, Amukasiddhi is come in the north. It's the green color. And then this is actually the center of the lotus, but actually this beneath of this color should be the blue actually. You didn't see the blue because of the center as the Akshobhaya. Okay, Akshobhaya is, okay. And then, very tiny, everything has actually the meaning. You see here, right? 1, 2, 3, small, medium, middle, the large, small, medium, large. That symbolizes when you benefit others. Not just benefit without understanding others' mental disposition. You have to know how you can help others, what they need. So then maybe it's some kind of you try to teach the children like university knowledge is not right. But the children, they have a different lesson. When you're high school, different lesson. When you really, PhD, the different lesson. So small, medium, so long. So this is the white. Chukara means the good karma. So we talk a lot of good karma. So in the public, in the humans, the society, so try to share good karma as much as you can, but not share that much the bad karma. So that's what the white colors actually symbolize. So now you see in here, this is the full, this is the half. So this actually, you habit, negative habit, it's a habit of the five was, I constantly forgot this, five defilement, afflicting emotions, so 5 defilements, okay? So 5 defilements actually remove from the root, or 5 defilements remove temporarily. So this is actually symbolized 5 defilements root from, because uproot, remove from the root. But this is 5 defilements still there, but you with action not activate 5 defilements. At least the first stop, activate, then we have a chance to remove. Also they give example, if your cup has onion, you don't touch the onion, you try to clean the smell of the onion? No, right? No. So remove the smell of the onion. First you have to throw the onion, and then you can clean the onion smell. So remove the onion, even the smell, so that's actually remove the whole, the 5 afflicting emotions. And then just gonun means actually overwhelm your practice. Afflicting emotions, that's the half still there. Okay. Yeah, these are actually actual, when it comes to 3-dimensional mandala, this all comes up. The dakini, the offerings, different offerings, it comes by here a little bit short. Then here you see now, this is rectangle, we call rectangle, right? Yeah.
In orange and white.
Yeah. All this actually symbolize the action. So any action when you're going to do, all action actually included into 4. Action peaceful, actions, increase, action with the power, action with the wrathful. So all actions include there. But you make sure which action you want. Some action should be the peace, but you use the wrathful actions, then it's not work. Yeah, like that. So the all action symbolized by this design, but this actually also symbolize is the source of the happiness. This, okay. Then if we have more time, we can put some sign of the animal. That animal, you can see the lion and the Garuda. Lion and the Garuda, and then a sea lion and a fish, and the conch and the crocodile in the mix. That animal we put here, that symbolizes that people get along with the friendly and like a one family. So actually snow lion and Garudas are enemy. Okay, now they stay together, and then that's the child of the mother snow lion and the father Garuda. And then we put that animal, body is a snow lion, the wings Garuda, and then it has a wings like that. Then here is we put the body is like a fish, but head is the sea lion. But now they become a friend. Here we put the conch inside the crocodile. Actually, crocodile and the conch are enemy, but and they stay together. Then baby comes conch, but inside the crocodile heads. This is kind of mythology, symbolic. Okay, and then maybe now, maybe tomorrow, we finish this one. Yeah, almost done now.
Sunday's finishing.
Sunday finish.
So what are these?
This actually, it's banner,
Oh, banners.
Yeah.
Victory banners.
victory banner, yeah. Victory banner, victory conquer from
Delusion.
afflicting emotions,
Afflictive
yeah,
emotions.
afflicting emotions.
Sorry, Geshe, I have a quick question. Is there a specific reason why this is a Manjushri mandala? Is it like a special celebration?
Oh yeah, the special and the museum and the university and the school, we choose the more wisdom, the deity Manjushri, because the more people come here to learn, and then it's related with the wisdom. Yeah. Sometimes it's also that depends on the host, one who hosts. Okay, we need a Tara the mandala. Yeah, then we can do the Tara mandala like that.
So is there a 3D representation that you can also create of this?
Yeah, I think in the future you really want to meditation with the mandala, and then maybe try to have information of 3D mandala, because this is like a blueprint.
Geshe, I think there's one inside the
Oh,
shell,
really?
but made of thread. Made of thread.
Okay. The 3D mandala, then yeah, you can visualize much easier. Otherwise, this one's a little bit 3D, or not 2D. Yeah, then maybe you know now everything's actually it's very fragile. Yeah, then fragile, and then understand every moment is the fragile, then it's the positive way. Really, we have to appreciate every moment. Never to wait your happiness. If I get that, if I finish that, that's really. So that's why one day my friend is the wife, and they a little bit argue. Then husband say, if, then wife say, don't say that much if. What do you mean if? He said, if is everything. All the insurance company, they make a if. They build on the if. So that's our practice. Really, actually, don't use that much if. Yeah, just every moment. But then, of course, the final, we dismantle. The dismantle, of course, and you have to dismantle, not like really like that. If you practice, you keep. If you don't practice, the special. This is part of the tantric and the secret. But tantric keep a secret. There are also many different questions. Because my teacher, before, one French guy asked my teacher, why tantric keep a secret? That he keep answer very simple. You need a result or not? He said, yeah, I need a result. Then the farmers, they never put the seed on always on the ground, then cover. Because the more you keep a secret, and then the success will be there. Otherwise, I'm doing it, I have that initiation, I have that, everything's better. Not shared like that, just keep it secret. That's why now if you finish the mandala, remove even the trust. Not keep it, even the trust there. Maybe someone did the mandala, not really that, just keep it clean. Okay.
Is there a
Thank you so
reason?
much, Geshe.
No problem.
Is there a reason the sand is used? Like, is it like a special sand?
Yeah, sand that's kind of when we are young monk, then actually text say that. You create each grain. You just put each grain to build a mandala. That merit, that merit which really to that time in India, that time the monarch king is a great universal king. That each grains accumulated merit, that merit can compare to your good karma to reborn the universe king. So that kind of so that's why then also I think this not just only the meditation, also patient practice. In the monastery, not really like that. These piece of rock like this much rock. Maybe you can see in the picture. Then you try to feel that all the rock you have to feel, then you can create the design. Otherwise, maybe the few minutes you don't know where this just when you didn't see. That's why there's also like purification practice, and the patient need the patient. Otherwise,
And you all memorize Geshe-la. You don't look at a book. Like,
yeah,
you know by heart.
that's comes exam. So there's exam.
So is it also like a special sound or that sound that you make or color?
Oh, actually, this is the marble crushed. Yeah, the name is a sand mandala because the sand's color is not really white. So in India, we can find many white stone, and then we hired a friend. Today we prepared sand mandala rock, and then like a party, then make a delicious food, then make a stone. Yeah, then all the marble became the crushed. Then stain we make a different, maybe the 7 different. So this most the finest one is the powder, make a design. Then every rough just go in this part, and then this size, all this size comes out different. That's why in the monastery, this is really you can see almost a 3D. The wall, this is wall. In monastery, wall comes at this size. We can build anything which going to actually the build. We try to show at least some information that will comes when you visualize. Yeah. Then what else?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy because at least some information. And then my request is that this information is really a benefit to your daily life. Okay. So that's okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
And we hope you will join us on Sunday for the final day, starting at 10 a.m. and the closing ceremony is at 2 p.m. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Thank you.
Okay. Good night.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Yeah. No problem. 너무 시했어요.